Hey, good morning, More Medic One. And I've got a ton of requests about fuel lines being rotten off in the fuel tanks and asking me how they get hooked back up. And it's real easy. I'm gonna mock it up for you, and we're gonna take a look on how to hook up fuel lines on most two-stroke backpack blowers or any handheld equipment with the external primer bulb. As well as we are going to talk about the carburetors that have the primer bulbs mounted on the carburetor. They're so easy to pressure test and diagnose that it's not even funny. The test for the primer bulb that is mounted on the carburetor is the same as the externally mounted primer bulb. The only difference is that you just have a couple of fuel lines that you're going to deal with. Head on over to the bench and let me show you what I'm talking about. Whether it be a Walboro carburetor or a Zama carburetor with the fuel bulb mounted on the carburetor, you'll have a carburetor separator plate here or primer plate, and it'll have a couple of check valves in here in the plate that help direct the fuel flow, and the Walboro has one also. Let's test these carburetors and see what we come up with. The hardest part for most people when it comes to installing fuel lines is figuring out which nipple on the carburetor. You got two normally. The one over the fuel pump diaphragm or the fuel pump side of the carburetor, the nipple closest to the fuel pump is the inlet side of the carburetor, and the other nipple is the discharge side or suction side. Your intake side will have a fuel line running straight to the gas tank with your fuel filter on the end. From the suction side of the carburetor, you'll have a fuel line to the suction side of your purge bulb. Whenever you go to press the purge bulb, it's going to basically be making a loop. It's going to suck the fuel up into the line to the inlet side, through the carburetor, filling the carburetor with fuel, and out the discharge or suction line. So let's go ahead and pump this. And a couple of things are going to be happening. You have a check valve here and a check valve here. Whenever you punch the primer bulb, this check valve will stay closed, not allowing fuel to go back up the fuel hose. And this check valve will open, allowing the pressurized fuel from your thumb to go back to the tank. And as we pump, I want to do it slow so it doesn't squirt fuel on me. It sucks fuel from your fuel tank, just like I said, and it discharges through the discharge line right here. And that's how the primer system and fuel lines are hooked up on this style of carburetor. So what happens if you accidentally get these two fuel lines crossed or hooked up the wrong way? Well, let's just do that. So basically now what's happening is your fuel line pickup is on the discharge side of the carburetor. What's going to happen is you won't have any primer bulb action it'll discharge the fuel that's in there, but your primer bulb will empty and it will stick. Your primer bulb won't fill with fuel and it will stay collapsed like that. That's a good indication that the fuel lines are not hooked up correctly. All right, so we have a new carburetor, so of course this carburetor is going to test good. But if you're going to bench test this system, what you're going to need to do is remove the fuel filter. And on the fuel filter side, you want to hook up a vacuum or pressure tester. So on the fuel pump side or the fuel inlet side, you're going to want to install your tester directly to the fuel line. And at this point, we can pressure the carburetor up to 10 psi. So what's this telling me? It's telling me that the inlet needle and the diaphragm and gaskets are sealing and working correctly. Now, the next test is that we still have our pressure, and then now we're going to take the primer bulb and we're going to depress it. We are going to watch the needle. It should fall to 0 with every pump. This is checking our check valves in the carburetor and in the fuel primer itself. You can see the 2 check valves in there. Now, once you get to 0, we're going to slide our furl to vacuum, and then we're going to continue to pump the fuel bulb, and now we're going to pull vacuum on the gauge. And it should hold indefinitely, but the manual says if it'll hold for 1 minute, you're good to go. For the next test, we're going to hook our vacuum pump to the discharge side. With the primer bulb being depressed, we should build pressure with each pump, and it hold with each pump. Just pump it to about 10 psi. Holding good. So with just a simple vacuum pump, we are able to test the integrity of the fuel lines themselves, the fuel pump side of the carburetor, well, both sides actually, and the inlet needle, the check valves in the carburetor, and the check valves in your primer bulb, all with just a couple of minutes. You can have this carburetor diagnosed. Now, with the carburetors that have the primer bulb mounted, is basically the same test. All we need to do is figure out which is our inlet and which is our outlet.
Now on the Walboro, the WYJ series carburetor, it's always the bigger nipple is your fuel inlet. The smaller one goes back to the tank for the return line. A little bit different on the Zama carburetors, but it's just like the first carburetor that I showed you. It's the nipple closest to the fuel pump, which will be this one, and then the purge base has the fuel line that goes to the tank. So let's test this carburetor first, and let me show you the failure point. Let's go ahead and hook this carburetor up to the inlet side. And this is going to my pressure tester. go ahead and apply 10 psi with the pump. And just like the first carburetor, we're going to mash the primer bulb. And the needle should drop. And as you can tell, our carburetor is not working. We have an internal leak somewhere in this carburetor, whether it be a faulty check valve, possibly a leaking, well, no, if it was a leaking diaphragm gasket or diaphragm itself, the needle would just drop because it wouldn't be sealing. So this is going to be a internal check valve issue in this carburetor. So if you get a carburetor that will not purge up or pump up, so at this point, hook it to the discharge side and hit the primer bulb, and it should create pressure every time you hit it. And this one is working on that portion of the carburetor. As you can tell, it's building pressure, but it is not sucking the fuel up. This carburetor has a bad check valve. We can do the same test on the Walbro WJ. Pressure it up, 10 psi. Hit the primer bulb and the pressure should drop. Once it gets to 0, slide your ferrule down and continue pumping and pull a vacuum. And it should hold. Swap your hose over to the discharge side, and when we hit the primer bulb, it should climb. And hold indefinitely. So in my honest opinion, this carburetor probably is just plugged up and dirty. If we were to put a kit in this, I would say that it would probably take a kit and probably run pretty good. Now here is another WY style carburetor. And let's hook it up to the fuel inlet side. And let's pump it up. And it's also holding. And let's hit the bulb. And we're gonna go to 0. And let's do it fast. And once you get to 0, slide your ferrule down for a vacuum. And let's start vacuuming this carburetor down, and as you can tell, this one has an issue. It wants to bleed back. So we have a check valve bad in this carburetor. Because if we slide the ferrule to pressure, and we pump it to 10, it holds. That means that the inlet needle inside the carburetor is good, the gaskets are good, the diaphragms are good with no holes or cracks. This carburetor I would replace because it has an internal issue with the check valves. right, guys, I hope this little tutorial helped you out on how to hook up your fuel lines on these little two-stroke carburetors. And I know they can be a pain in the rump, but if this helped you out and you know somebody that this might help, please share it with them and let me know in the comments if this helped you out. And guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Hey, while you're there though, please hit that subscribe button and click the bell to get all my new videos. Y'all have a good day. Poor Medic One.